Welcome to my show. This is a crazy day. You know, I haven't done live streams for 2 weeks, and so I kind of forgot my routine, and I got up a half hour later than I usually do, and that really messed me up. I didn't have time to do a lot of stuff. I haven't done a test, so I hope this is working. Somebody tell me in the chat if you've got sound. Because I haven't tested it, so I don't know for sure. But anyway, I'm hoping everything is working correct. I've copied down a whole bunch of requests. I don't know if I'll be able to get to the ones that I've copied. Excuse me. I'm still dealing with a cough, which is making life a little bit difficult for me. I've always had a cough over the past few years because of the lung damage that I have, but it's been worse this last couple of weeks. So I hope you'll forgive me for that. As always, when I finish recording the stream, I have to wait for Rumble to process it. Then I have to upload it to YouTube, wait for them to process it, get all the copyrighted material marked so that I can remove it. And then after I've removed all that, I'll upload it, create the index, and then it'll be online. So it'll probably be at least 5 or 6 hours before this goes live after the stream is over. Okay, during the stream, you get to hear copyrighted material, but after the stream, I have to remove it in order to have it published. So that's where we're at. Let me see if somebody... Has anybody said I have sound? Do I have sound? Let me see. I don't see anybody saying I have sound. I hope I have sound. I don't see anybody saying I don't have sound either, which normally would be the case if I didn't. So, okay, sounds good. Thank you. All right, excellent. All right, so I've got a huge list here. I'm sure I'm not going to get to all these, but the very first one I have is Jethro Tull, Bori, 1909, on La Joconde. Wow. A rock cover of a song written in 1708. That is crazy. All right, let's see if we can find this song. Oh, let me get my headphones on. I'm telling you, if you don't set aside enough time to properly prepare for things, it just makes it a lot more difficult. And that's what I did this morning. I normally get up an hour and a half before the show so that I have time to prepare. But I got up an hour ahead because I had forgotten how long I normally had for preparation. So here we are. So let me go to, okay. What the heck? Okay. I need to find there we go. Jethro Tull, Bori. Okay. I've got 2 different copies. Let me see this now. And actually, I have one that's official Jethro Tull, so that's the one I'm going to do. Okay. So obviously, we have to clear the ads first. And then we got to stop the music because we don't want it to play until we get over to our screen. All right, we're ready to go. So this is Jethro Tull, Bori. I assume that's how it's pronounced. Where's my... Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, there. Excuse me. There are several things about that I find remarkable. Let me make sure I got the URL here before I go any further, because I will forget it. First of all, this is, I'm assuming, some sort of a classical music, and to see a rock band playing it is, one, gutsy, and two, very unusual. And, Jethro Tull was an unusual band, that's for sure, especially with a flute player. How many flutes do you have in rock bands? But that was really cool. I like that a lot. I'm sure that the original piece was probably written for violins and cellos and oboes and clarinets and things like that. But their adaptation of it was really neat. I enjoyed that a lot. Okay, please react to Mesopotamians by They Might Be Giants. Official music video. Okay. Let's see. Oh, he gave me the URL. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it when you give me the URLs, because that makes sure that I'm getting the exact song or version of the song that you're asking for. And we got to go through the ads. Oh, wait a minute. This is weird. This says Tech 9, EF Easter for You, and Jelly Roll. Oh, I'm sorry. I mixed up two requests. Hold on. Let me get this straight. Okay, the Mesopotamians by They Might Be Giants. Okay, let me look for that. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. Finally, They Might Be Giants, the Mesopotamians official music video. All right. Let me get the URL. And there we go. All right. So, excuse me. This is They Might Be Giants, the Mesopotamians. Okay. I'm on. Make sure I'm on the right screen here. Yep, because I don't want to. I have actually done this during shows before. I've played the entire video and you can't see it. So I just have to double check that every time. Okay? So here we go.
We've been driving around from one end of this town to the other and back, but no one's ever seen us driving our Econoline van, and no one's ever heard of our band. We're the Mesopotamians, Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh, and they wouldn't understand a word we say, so we'll scratch it all down into the clay, half believing there will sometime come a day someone gives a damn, maybe when the concrete has crumbled to sand. We're the Mesopotamians, Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh. The Mesopotamish sun is beating down and making cracks in the ground, but there's nowhere else to stand in Mesopotamia, the kingdom where we secretly reign, the land where they invisibly rule as the Mesopotamians. Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh. This is my last stick of gum. I'm gonna cut it up so everybody else gets some, except for Ashurbanipal, who says my haircut makes me look like a Mohenjo-Daran. Hey, Ashurbanipal, I'm a Mesopotamian. Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh were the Mesopotamians. Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh. Hey man, I thought that you were dead. I thought you crashed your car. No man, I've been right here this whole time playing bass guitar for the Mesopotamians. We're the Mesopotamians. Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal. Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh. We're the Mesopotamians. Sargon, Hammurabi, Ashurbanipal, and Gilgamesh.
Okay. That is creativity times 10. That's really fascinating. I've never seen that before. Don't know anything about this group, but just the fact that they managed to put in the names over and over again in that song is impressive to me. It's like, how do you write those lyrics so that they work? And yet they did. That was cool. I like the graphics too. The graphics were neat. They kind of fit with the song, sort of, and the sound of it. You know, it was a good beat and a good melody. I'm sure this thing didn't chart at number one, but it probably got up there a ways because it's just a really interesting song, and interesting songs often get, go up on the charts a ways because people find them interesting. And that was fascinating. That really was. Thank you for asking for that one. I've never heard of them, never heard that song, but that is cool. Okay, so now I get to my third request, which is the one that is the URL. This was Marco 1337, L's or 13371G. Huh. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so this is a mouthful and a half. It's Tech 9. That's a capital N, the number 9, N-E. So it's Tech 9. EFU, Easier for You, featuring Chris, Calico, and Jelly Roll. Huh. And this is on Strange Music Incorporated. So you guys are really starting me off with a lot of fun stuff. This is fascinating. Okay, let's get switched to the right screen. And away we go.
Previously on Cathartic.
Brilliant how they set that crazy motherfucker up.
Who's that?
The cops, man. Bill Ricci, the sheriff. It's my uncle, man. That's how I got this job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, old Uncle Bill, he's got this crazy dislike for tech. So when him and those two cops set up the hit on him and it failed, Worked out perfectly when that crazy motherfucker decides to go and kill the other two. Fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, that is unbelievable. Good shit, Bob.
All right, man. I'll see you later, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Don't lay down, lay down. Don't lay down yet. Don't lay down, lay down. Don't lay down yet.
This is dedicated to the ones that are broken. Stay here with us. Your time to shine is coming. Trust. Do you know somebody in pain? I know somebody's all fed up and off in the brain. Heartbroken probably. I've been both when life was not gleaming with hope and foggy. But I would never dump it on you, then later say sorry. Hey, it be the hardest when a loved one's life isn't starlit. When they call you, they think the smartest way out of it is departed. You tell them that shit retarded and hate the call even started. Know they heart isn't guarded, not even your art is cathartic. Please think about your people, yo. Ease on about your ego, bro. That's about far as evil go. You don't really wanna fly like an eagle, though. But in case you wanna know how sin tastes, I wanna try to help another save a brother from a grim fate. How could you make friends break down and act like an ingrate? Selfishness, that's what it is. When all your family and friends just wanna see a brother live. But if you don't see the gutter through, you're gonna leave the others blue. You make it hard as fuck for us, but think it's easier for you. Damn.
It's easier for you to take yourself away from things we all go through. Yeah. But if you knew that it was killing me, yeah, it's killing me, would you still believe that it was easier to do what ain't never been easy? Don't lay down, lay down. Don't lay down yet. Don't lay down, lay down. Don't lay down yet.
Only the angels know the pain that you hold on to. Why would you leave me alone? Just 'cause it's easy for you.
I know somebody that's stuck down on the bottom, and he deals with his problems in ways that never solves them. And I know how he feels inside. Try to give him flowers while he's still alive. I see demons in my sleep. Got a teardrop falling down my cheek. Don't lay down, homie, you can't leave me now. I woke up in the middle of the night. I was drenched in the cold sweat, stressing. I couldn't fall back asleep, so I picked up the phone and I sent you a message, and it said, after everything that we've been through, through the ups and downs, just know that I believe in you. You said you won't leave me, I know I'm a piece of you. So don't you make this hard on us just 'cause it's easier for you.
It's easier for you to take yourself away from things we all go through. Yeah. But if you knew that it was killing me, yeah, it's killing me, would you still believe that it was easier to do what ain't never been easy for you? Don't lay down, lay down. Don't lay down yet. Don't lay down, lay down. Don't lay down yet.
It's easier for you. It's easier for you.
Okay. Wow. I want to see the previous episodes and see the next one. I'm hooked. excuse me. The thing that struck me more than anything about this song was the idea: don't do things that are easier for you if they're harder for me. In other words, think about your fellow man. Don't be so selfish. Don't be so self-centered. Don't be so focused on only you and nothing else. That's a fascinating way to deliver that message. And the addition of Jelly Roll was interesting too. Of course, he was singing, but it was kind of singy rap or rappy singing, however you want to call it. But yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna have to go find out more about this, because this is episode 3, right? So there's 2 before, and there's at least 1 more after. So I got to go find all of these and see what's going on, because this is really fascinating stuff. I enjoyed this a lot. Different from what I'm used to seeing, like it's kind of rap plus, if you want to put it that way. I don't know. Is that what hip hop is? I don't know. What do I know? But this was fascinating. Thank you for asking for it. Yeah, I want to see some more of that. My next request is Key and Peele. Cooking shows can mess with your head. Oh boy. You guys are really getting creative. Okay. So this is I gotta go through the ads. Oh no. Okay. So this next request is Cooking Shows Can Mess With Your Head by Key and Peele. Okay.
Drew, come forward.
Yes, chef, this is a chicken quiche with cremini mushrooms, baby spinach, and feta cheese.
Unbelievable. Well, Drew, I have a huge problem with this dish. It's that you haven't made it for me sooner.
Thank you, chef.
Because if you had, Drew, then I would know how good you are at cooking food that's bad.
I'm sorry, chef.
And when I say bad, I mean Michael Jackson bad.
Thank you, chef.
You know how he looked really, really bad at the end of his life?
Chef, I'm sorry. I don't know if you like the dish or not.
You don't know if I like the dish or not? Well, let's put it this way. Pack your knives, get out, you're off the show.
Sorry, chef.
Because you should be working in the finest restaurant in the world.
Thank you, chef.
Just not any world that I live in.
Sorry, chef.
Because frankly, Drew, I'm jealous of you.
Thank you, chef.
And your ability to not give a about what you cook. This is not fit for human consumption. No, this should be eaten by a higher life form with a more complex palate, but also an altruistic drive to save humanity from dishes like this. I'm joking. Not! You deserve to die! So you won't have to endure a life in which you will never exceed what you have achieved here today.
Thank you, chef.
In conclusion,
Okay. All right. Oh boy, the mood swings, if you want to call them that, the back and forth was agonizing. It was really agonizing. It was like, okay, it's good. No, it's not. Okay, it's good. No, it's not. Okay, it's good. No, it's not. It was brilliantly written comedy. That was great stuff. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for asking for that one. Okay. Let's see. My next request is react to Live in Life, Will Stetson. Okay. It's a song that heavily themed about Chinese East Asian belief about life and death, and I personally like the message of the song. Okay. That was so unexpected. I didn't know you were going to ask me for comedy. Excuse me. Okay, let me double check this now. This is Hu Tao fan song. Okay, so it's this first one. All right. And of course, I have to sit through ads and stop the video and get the URL. Okay. All right, so this is Live in Life, Will Stetson, music video, and then in parentheses, Hu Tao fan song. Let's get on the right screen. And away we go.
He died holding 4 kings and an ace, the smell of foreign wine and faint smile on his face. Hushed words could be barely overheard, to go so shamelessly, oh what a waste. But then a girl in black took the way he got back when she spoke up with that knowledgeable grin. It seems your friend has found a happy end. He's enjoying every day, such a sin. After all, you've got to living life and leave it dying to the dead. If your flame is burning strong, why watch the shadows on the wall? Instead, a living life without regret, so you can see what lies beyond the border when you're gone. She died, skin stretched thin across her bones, with shelves of medicine to stop the agonizing groans. Each cent and precious second spent, trying desperately to stave off the unknown. When the director saw this duel with natural loss, she seemed both disappointed and amused. Why sell your soul for such a futile goal? It's a battle that you're destined to lose. After all, you've got to living life and leave it dying to the dead. Cause you cannot run the wind, you'll just be running out of breath. Instead, a living life without regret, so you can see what lies beyond the border when you're gone. Death has no favorite child. He visits those who wait, and he visits those who want to have a while. By fighting fate has a price. Disturbing the order of things means you need to make a sacrifice. To the dead. What's the point of sinking down in dread and losing hope when you can go and keep on living life without regret, so you can see what lies beyond the border when you're gone. Is gone, so make the most of what you got. You should have a little fun before your body turns around, so go
Well, that was a fascinating song. It was very well written, excellent lyrics, but the message is even more fascinating. Basically, like it says, leave the dying to the dead. Excuse me. And just live your life, Don't worry about the things that are outside your control. And just go about your business and do your thing and enjoy what you're doing and not get wrapped up in, oh my God, what's going to happen after I die? I know what's going to happen to me. And if you're born again, you know that too. So you don't have to worry about it to begin with. But why focus on it? Every one of us is dying from the day we're born. It's just a matter of when. And so instead of focusing on the end, we should focus on the present and just do whatever it is that we need to do to have the greatest life possible and to enjoy life and to bless other people. That's the reason why we're here, right? Fascinating song. That was very interesting. Thank you for that. Did I get the... Oh, I didn't get the URL for cooking Key and Peele. Okay, I'll just have to go back and get that later. Let's see. Smoot Hope says, you'll like it. This song always gets my emotions out. And he gives me a URL. So that is excellent. Let's see what the heck this is. Okay. So this is the Pat Metheny group. Last Train Home. Okay. Let's switch to the right screen. This must be off an album. I really like that. That was a cool sound. I like. Well, there's a couple things. First of all, that drummer was working his butt off. He was going really fast throughout the entire piece. I imagined him sitting there just drenched in sweat by the end. I don't know if you noticed that or not. But the what I thought was cool about it was how the piano and the other instruments that we're playing were, well, like just straightforward, but that melody was being played on a synthesizer, and it had the coolest sounds. You know, it kind of reminded me of the way they do the wah-wah sound with trumpets when they put the mute on the end. But it was just cool. It was really neat. And the overall sound of it was very, very soothing, very peaceful, and very, very enjoyable. That was great stuff. Excuse me. That was good. I'm glad you asked me for that one. Okay, let's see. I got ProGamer52 says, Unc, I would like to request a song called Now and Then by the Beatles. Okay. I imagine we can find that. And he wants the official music video, so let's go look for that. The Beatles, Now and Then official music video. Okay, here we go. Okay, that took care of the ads. So now we're on to the song. All right. So this is the Beatles. This is weird. It says the Beatles. Now and Then. I don't know why they have the Beatles there twice.
Well,
I've never heard that song before. I thought I'd heard all the Beatles songs. I've never heard that one. That was a fascinating mixture of the old and the new. So it has me wondering when they recorded it, because I got no idea. I don't know if they recorded it recently or they recorded it before they became famous or somewhere in between. I really don't know. And who was that goofy guy who was made to look like John? That was fascinating, the way that they did that with all the various images and actually showing current day Ringo Starr and old Ringo Starr sitting side by side and playing. That was some fascinating work that they did to put that together. That was not easy to do. That took some real skill. But the song was nice. I liked the song, but I was just fascinated by all the graphics and all the stuff that was going on and all the different, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band was in there. It was like a nostalgic journey into their entire span of their careers. From the time they were young men, they called them mop heads. Excuse me. They called them mop heads. And then, as you saw in some of the graphics, they were bearded, and it showed their change over time. Basically, that was cool. I liked that a lot. Thanks for asking for that one. Okay, so this next one is Tenma72. My request is a song based on a real story. Oh, that's always interesting. Okay, so let's put that up there. And again, I got the URL, so that's great. Okay. All right, so this is Joyner Lucas, Ross, wow, Cappuccini, wow, Cappuccioni, Ross Cappuccioni, wow, that's a mouthful of a name. Okay, so this is Joyner Lucas, and I guess the name of the song is Ross Cappuccioni. Okay. 2007.
Up at 7, my days seem more than I prayed for. Got dressed to head out and ride to school on my skateboard. New kid in class, I sat alone taking notes while the hoodlums were making jokes at the clothes that my mama paid for. Seemed like every worm was a part of some gang invasion. Tattoos and initiation, paroling some on probation. Soaking up the vibe as I study for information, cause lately I've been deprived of a normal day. But today on my way to eat lunch, some kid approached me. He told me we should be cool if only he got to know me. Cause on the side of town I would need some protection. It's crazy, reckless, and dangerous unless I'm some sort of gangster. I'm only safe with the police. He said his name was I dapped him up at the buses. Was kinda skeptic about him at first cause I didn't trust him. And the more I got to know him, I couldn't tell what his motives were, hoping that he was sincere. Something told me let go, but the only thing on my mind was patience. Searching twice for a different life, I was tired of waiting. Plus me and had similar views and conversations infused with knowledge, mainly about school and college. That was my truth, but regardless, he was type cool when I was with him. Introduced him to my family, they were rocking with him. My mama told him, make sure you look out for my son. And before she could finish her sentence, he quickly just interjected and said, don't you even stress it, I got it under control. It's been 2 months since we met, it seems like we've gotten close. Some cat approached me and tried to beef with me, I just froze. And I see pounding and stomping homie rid out his clothes. Called me his brother and told me he got me to the fullest. Even if that means bullets, bullies, gangs, AKs, and choppers to their killers. That's the realest shit I ever witnessed. A few weeks later, my uncle sold me a Honda Civic, a 93 with no license plates and no registration. Just thinking about every place I'ma go when I finally get it. And then he asked me for a ride around the block, some distance from where I was parking. Instantly, I knew that spot was sketchy. My mama would kill me. My intuition told me not to. I knew it was wild, and plus I knew I had no business or place on that side of town. And I read about some chick who went lurking without a sound and got murked and a body found in the dirt with 1,000 rounds. It was worse than abandoned buildings, abandoned villas, and scammers and killers provoking gangsters. But maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I might be straight just as long as I pump the brakes and try not to think about it. Just trust I'll be fucking safe. And then I told him, let's go. Hop in. He dabbed me up and started telling jokes the whole ride there. Had me cracking up as we were getting closer. I felt funny. My stomach turned. And then he told me go left, make another turn, go right, and drive slow. As I looked, it was all abandoned and quiet, not a single person in sight, and nobody standing. And right when I pulled the car to the side, he said right here, sit still, turn the car off and chill. And I started to panic, he told me relax. Then he pulled the keys out the ignition and hopped out and laughed. Then my light flashed in an instant. He inched to my driver door and I tried to lock it. I couldn't. He ripped me right out my seat and then grabbed the side of his jeans and then put out the shotty. And all I heard was a screech and he shot my arm into pieces. I'm thinking I must be dreaming. And another shot to my chest and my stomach squeezing, my breath and my lungs collapsing. I'm down on my fucking knees asking him why. He looked at me. I looked him dead in the eyes and he smashed my face with the barrel. Knocked all my teeth to the sky. And I heard a sound of the shot. He cocked back. He pressed the heart against my head and blew my fucking top back. Boom. I'm still conscious, I'm breathing. I'm still moving, no clue as to why I'm not dead. All this blood that I'm losing and I heard my car drive off. Then I looked up and seen the sun and that was all that I saw. Then I heard my conscience tell me, get up, nigga, get up. You're losing blood, oh my. Don't fall asleep or you'll die. Stay awake and move as much as possible, there's no time. Find some help and try to yell, you ain't too well, oh God. Wake up, nigga, wake up. Wake up, nigga. Woke up at 7, my day was worse than I prayed for. Got dressed to head out and down the stairs from the 8th floor. New kid in class, he sat alone taking notes while my niggas were making jokes at the clothes that his mama paid for. Had no family but was cool with the local gangsters, tattoos, and some on parole and probation for breaking rules. That life was all I knew, all I wanted to do was cruise, smoke weed and say fuck school. Wanted guidance cause all my role models I would look up to was indicted or young dudes with no logic. I went to church to the pastor, said fuck you, now violent. And this gang that always looked out for me, vouched for me and adopted me, said they wanted to rock with me and I wanted to get down. Guess there was something missing, everything comes with a price. There's only one condition, all you gotta do for initiation is kill an innocent victim and leave them there with no witnesses or no snitches. If you do that, you be down with the clique. And that's for life, so don't you ever think you're getting out of this shit. I thought about it. Soaking up the vibe as I study for information, trying to choose my victim, plotting the weakest prey. But today on my way to eat lunch, I approached him and told him we should be cool if only I got to know him. Cause on his side of town, he would need some protection. It's crazy, reckless, or phony, unless he's some sort of gangster. He only saved with the police. He said his name was I dapped him up at the buses. Was kinda skeptical about me at first cause he didn't trust me. Then the more he got to know me, he couldn't tell what my motives were, hoping that I was sincere. But little did he know I was trying to snake him and pop and break him. Just need the perfect opportunity, I'm tired of waiting. Had murder running through my head, I knew the death was coming. He introduced me to his family, I was jealous of him. His mama told him, make sure you look out for my son. And before she could finish her sentence, I quickly just interjected and said, don't you even stress it. I got him to the fullest, even if that means bullets, bullies, gangs, AKs, and choppers till they kill us. I was lying to the fucking limits. Took advantage when he said he had that Honda Civic, a 93 with no license plates and no registration. Just thinking about every place I'ma go when I finally kill him. And then I asked him for a ride around the the block, some distance from where he was parking. Instantly, I knew my chance was coming. I'm ready to drill him. Then he told me, let's go. Hop in. I dapped him up and started telling jokes. The whole ride did. Had him cracking up as we were getting closer. He felt funny. I think he knew something was coming. That look he had was enough to tell me, but fuck it, go right and drive slow. As he looked, it was all abandoned and quiet. Not a single person in sight and nobody standing. And right when he pulled the car to the side, I said, right here, sit still. Turn the car off and chill. Then he started to panic. I told him, relax. Then I pulled the keys out the ignition and hopped out and laughed. Seen his light flash in an instant. I inched to his driver door. Then he tried to lock it, he couldn't. I ripped him right out of the seat and then grabbed the side of my jeans and then put out the shotty. I cocked it twice till he screamed and then shot his arm into pieces. I'm watching his blood leaking and another shot to his chest. Seen his stomach squeezing his breath and his lungs collapsing. He down on his fucking knees asking me why. He looked at me, I looked him dead in the eyes and I smashed his face with the barrel, knocked all his teeth to the sky. And then sound of the shot, he cocked back. I pressed the hard against his head and blew his fucking top back. Fucking car. Fuck. Fuck. Hey, get the fuck out my way, you faggot. Fuck. Oh, shit. Fuck, come on. Come on, pick up, come on. Yo, I did it. I killed him. Yo, I had that nigga screaming. I just fucking blood everywhere.
Don't talk too much over the phone. Meet me at the spot.
Alright,
one.
Wow, sorry about the ad. Wow. That's a true story? Wow. Golly days. Man. Excuse me. Excuse me. You know what I'm thinking? 2 lives wasted. Wow. That was terrible. That was horrible. 2 lives wasted, completely wasted for nothing. Whew, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if this story is repeated over and over again, too. That this isn't just a one-off. Golly days. Well, that calls in so many things, like who can you really trust? And how do you know if someone's really a friend and not a devil in disguise? Wow. Golly days, that was, oof. That was beyond terrible. That was in a whole nother realm of terrible. Gosh. Man alive. I don't even know what to say. Gosh, the fact that it's a true story is terrible. It's just, if it was made up, it'd be terrible enough, but being true, wow. Oh, we got to move on. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat today. This next request is Slip Away, Never Meant to Belong. And it's Shiro Sagisi. Okay. Let's see if we got subtitles. Nope, we do not. Okay. All right, so this is Shiro's songbook Bleach. That must be the album. Slip Away, Never Meant to Belong. that was fascinating in many ways. He had a beautiful baritone voice, but the melody, how it progressed step by step up the scale, and there was lots of minor chords, there was dissonance at various times. It was a fascinating combination of sounds. Excuse me. I don't think I've ever heard anything like that before. That was really, really interesting music in a lot of different ways. It was kind of, excuse me, it was kind of jazzy, and then kind of laid back. It started out with voice, just talking, and I was thinking, I can do that. And then he started singing, and I thought, I can't do that. And it was just a really very interesting combination of sounds. Very fascinating. I liked it. It was definitely different. I don't even know what genre you would put this in. Jazz, maybe? Gosh. Yeah, that's a very, very interesting song. Very fascinating combination of sounds. Okay, my next request is Kansas Can't Cry Anymore. Steampunk Ryan MY requested this. And, Steampunk Ryan, sorry. It always, for some reason, when I copy these over, it truncates the first word of your request to your handle. So it looks like Steampunk Ryan My, but there should be a space in there. It says my request is Kansas Can't Cry Anymore. Great song, but possibly the most weird-ass music video I've ever witnessed. Well, we're going to do this because you've asked for it. But I can tell you right now, this is going to be blocked. Almost every Kansas song I've done has been blocked. Okay, so let me read this request one more time. HD 60 FPS. Okay, that's this one. All right. So we just jump right into this one. Okay. Okay. This is Kansas Can't Cry Anymore, and it says in parentheses 1986 HD 60 FPS.
Cut for a second. Just cut it for a second. It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great, but it's great with a small G. I want it to be great with a big G. Okay? Just trust me. I want to add some things. You won't be sorry, I promise. You know, it's a triple now. We want a home run. Don't we want it out of the park? Well, yeah. Out of the park. Yeah. It's almost there. I'm not saying it's not there. It's like in the neighborhood. It's like at the wrong address, you know, like the next building. Yeah. Tape's rolling.
Just can't cry.
unbelievable. I can't. That is great. Whoa, I mean, that's it. That's what I've been talking about. That's it. I'm so proud. So proud.
I don't know. I think I need something else.
Something else?
Yeah.
What do you mean, something else? I mean,
we'll see you tomorrow.
When I say great magic, I mean with a small M and a small G. I don't mean great magic. I mean, like I would listen to it,
tomorrow.
On my headsets, but I wouldn't put it on CD.
Okay. That you were right. That was kind of a weird ass music video. It is a great song though, so you were right the whole time. Great song, but possibly the most weird ass music video I've ever witnessed. That was interesting. I like the song, I do, but the video was. Well, there was a lot of things about it, like the girl playing a string instrument with fishnet stockings and no pants and no dress and bagpipes. How'd those get in there? It was, well, like you say, weird ass music video. Excuse me. This next one was requested by Neilithus. Oh, no, that's a this. Okay. Neil. This one is a bit different, but hopefully you'll find it interesting. This is what autumn feels like. Your lie in April. Okay. So what is this? Let's see. Okay. Kill the ad. All right. So, this is what autumn feels like. Your lie in April. AMV. I know MV is music video. What is A? Might be time to go look at the chat. Well, we're gonna just go right into it. Let's see. This is what autumn feels like. Your lie in April. I don't know. I guess I don't know whether I don't know which is the song and which is the group, which is kind of interesting. So we'll just play it.
In my eyes, life comes through in monotone, black and white, like piano keys.
You'll have me this time.
Every moment I spend with her is like a roller coaster. She is the journey, with no clear destination in sight. It's like your freedom itself. I played for the sake of one person. Did it reach her?
Love is like riding a bike, scary but then it's alright. I got the hang of it, right? Till you start moving too fast. Look up and you're about to crash. Why doesn't love ever last? So call me.
What did you have in your heart up there? What was your inspiration? I'm not always going to be around to help you.
When the seasons change, you won't feel the same at all. Because summer will turn into fall. When you're leaving, you're gone. You don't need me.
Look within.
Even for a moment.
Like the trees in the
and you'll find me.
It's ironic.
Reach her. Reach her. I'm putting my soul into this. If ever I played with heart, please, just let this reach her.
It's ironic the way that you leave.
Here's the truth, Kosei. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell if the song is over or they just interrupted it with an ad, which is unbelievably irritating. But it is what it is. That was an interesting song. I'm trying to decide if the girl was in a coma or if they were just not communicating well enough. I don't know if that makes sense to you. But the scenes of her being in a hospital bed with a breathing tube, well, I guess it would be a feeding tube in her mouth. Maybe it's a breathing tube, I don't know. Just kind of, it was mixed signals. It was not, I wasn't quite sure what the song was about. Either he's trying to get her to love him and he doesn't realize that she does, or he's trying to get through to her because she's in a coma. It's one or the other, but I'm not sure which. Maybe you can tell me. The requests that I get from you guys continue to be fascinating. And the next one is, excuse me. This is interesting. The ending song from, okay, this is two different people. I just copy these straight out of the chat, and what happens is sometimes they get mixed together. So the ending song from the anime, A Place Further Than the Universe. Okay, and then here's the URL. All right. You know, one thing I've never figured out is what... Okay, that's not an ad, so we can start it right there. Okay, one thing I've never figured out is why you guys find me so attractive in terms of reactions. I don't understand it. Maybe you can explain it to me. It makes no sense to me. I mean, I'm just sitting here telling you what my thoughts are, and for some reason you like that. Like I say, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but what the heck? We're going to roll with it. This is Coco Cara, A Place Further Than the Universe. And this is another AMV. What is that? Somebody tell me in the chat what the A is. Excuse me. What the A is in the AMV, and I'll look it up when I get done with this song. Okay?
散らかった野望のままで時々ずっと消えるなここから始めよう世界を見に行こう青い空に投げたサイコロの目のままに流れてく季節も明日へ続くなら止まる時まで止まるなずっとこのまま絡まる人目を抜け日常の壁飛び越えて転んでできた傷さえもっと愛せるならここから始めよう僕は旅に出よう汚れたまん丸のビー玉に握りしめて言えなかった言葉もきっと見つかるよ馬鹿にされたって構わない信じてゆこうそして君に告げるその日までどうか幸あれ
That's interesting. It's, first of all, I don't like cold, so I was sitting here watching them thinking, don't go out there, it's too cold. But the message of the song is, don't be afraid to step out on your dreams. And don't be afraid to pursue what you know you want to pursue, even if people make fun of you. And that's a great message. That's a message that many of us need to take to heart, because we far too often are so concerned about what other people think of us that we suppress our dreams and we don't follow them because we think people will think we're silly or we're stupid or we're funny or we're odd or all those other pejoratives that come into your head. And the funny thing is, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but most people on the face of the earth could care less what you're doing. Excuse me. They could care less what you're doing. They're not concerned with you. They're concerned with them. Most people are wrapped up in themselves so much that they don't even see other people. And so you could pursue some of the craziest dreams of all, and probably 90% of the people on the face of the earth wouldn't even take notice. It's that other 10% that mocks you, that gets you to go in your head, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should think it through more. Maybe I should be more cautious. And that other 10% is what keeps you from being all that you can be. Excuse me. Let me see if anybody answered my question in the comments. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my God. Mark. He survived? I thought he was shot in the head with a shotgun. Wow. Wow. I'm going to have to look that up. That's... Whoa. Wow. That's astounding. Wow. Okay. So, she passed away. I think we're talking about the one where she was in the coma. Right? Back here. Okay. Oh man. Okay. I'm going to have to look that up because that's astounding that he survived that. Wow. Boy, God was really looking out for him, man. That's amazing. Wow. Gosh. That puts that whole story in a whole new light, doesn't it? And I imagine the other guy went to jail too. Wow. For attempted murder. Jeez. Still 2 lives destroyed. Dang. I'm telling you. Ah, the evil that men do. Okay. So, this next one, where am I? Is George 35177 says, my request is, and he gives me a link. So we take the link. Okay. And naturally we have to sit through an ad. Oh. Okay. This is apparently another one from the one I did the other day, Sakamoto Days. This will probably get blocked because the other one did. And here's something you need to understand. If I do a song, if I do a reaction on my regular show and it gets blocked, I dispute it. And if it gets released, then I can show it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But if I do it in the live stream, and when it gets blocked, I remove it from the song, from the video, so it's never going to be seen. And the Sakamoto Days one that I did the other day did get blocked, but then it got released. So there's a potential that this could get released, but I can't take that chance because that would delay releasing the video for at least 4 or 5 days. So when you're asking for things like this, you might want to consider doing them. Well, you can't make requests right now. Kind of a conundrum, isn't it? Anyway, see where we're at here. So this is Sakamoto Days, Volume 1, Out of This World by Yuki Hayashi. Well, that was interesting. The first word that came to mind was frenetic. Just a lot going on and musically in every direction. It was like sounds battling with sounds. And the drumming was frenetic. It was high speed. It was intense. And the music itself was kind of, it was like a battle between at least two and possibly more forces fighting with each other. That's what it felt like to me. It was an interesting song. Okay. My next request is DeBoy1. I'm excited to see your reactions. And he gives me a URL. I love these URLs because then I'm getting to do, excuse me, exactly what you want me to do. So, let's see. Okay. So this request is code GEASS, Geese. Code Geese, I guess, or Geas, something like that. Stories. Let me make sure I get on the right screen. Yep, I am. Okay. I never want to screw that up again.
Ой, друзі,
Well, the slow and deliberate beat of this thing had a calming effect. It was peacefulness. And the sound of the female voice or voices, I don't know if that was her, a single singer being singing multiple tracks, or if it was a group of singers, but their voices or their voice was also calming. It was soft and gentle and peaceful, and no idea what they sang, but it just had a really calming effect, a really lack of conflict to it. That was nice. I like that. It was a good break from some of the, like the last one that was, from what I said was frenetic. Excuse me. Okay, this next request is OG Papa Smurf. React to Steppin' Out by Joe Jackson. Music video restored and remastered 4K. Okay. So, I'll search for all of that and see what we find. Okay. Here we go. All right, let me get the URL. Excuse me. Sit through the ad. Okay. Now, go to here. And this is Joe Jackson Steppin' Out, restored and remastered 4K. You know, it's strange. I remember that song. Don't know when it came out, but that was familiar. I like the steady beat in the background with the bass and everything, and I really like the melody. The melody just had a very bright and airy sense to it, and a like hopefulness and positivity, and the future is bright. That's what it made me feel like. That was interesting. Like I say, I remember that one from a while ago. I don't remember when. My next request is Stunning Bumblebee. Happy Sunday. Unfortunately, I couldn't find one with English lyrics, but the music is nice, so I hope you enjoy it. And he gives me a URL. I love these URLs. This is great stuff, because then I know I'm doing exactly what you want me to do. So, switch to this screen. And this is Ishiki, Consciously. Okay. Well, that was an abrupt ending. The sound at the beginning reminded me of that Australian thing. I think it's called a didgeridoo. I'm not sure, but that's what it reminded me of. But then when she got into the song itself, I thought it had a great beat to it, and it was just a very delightful sound. It was very light and airy, but it had a real body to it, a real strength to it. And I liked that a lot. It had a nice progression of sounds too in the melody. It was great stuff. No idea what she sang, but let's see. This is an interesting one. This is, excuse me, Yenju the Dragon. Please listen to Leaf and Stream by Wishbone Ash. Leaf and Stream by Wishbone Ash. That's an interesting sounding name. Okay. Okay, we got to go through the ads as usual. Okay. All right. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, this is Wishbone Ass. Excuse me. Wishbone Ash. Singing a little. Sorry. That was a funny faux pas. This is Wishbone Ash singing Leaf and Stream.
Find myself beside a stream of empty thought, like a leaf that's fallen to the ground, carried by the flow of water to my dreams, and woken only by your sound. Alone I've walked this path for many years, listen to the wind that calls my name. The weeping trees of yesterday, they look so sad. Wait your breath of spring again. Far beyond the hills where earth and sky will meet again, where shadows like an opening hand, which hold the secrets that I've yet to find, and wonder at the light in which they stand. Find myself beside a stream of empty thought, to the ground, carried by the flow of water to my dreams, and woken only by your sound. Far beyond the hills where earth and sky will meet again, are shadows like an opening hand, which hold the secrets that I've yet to find, and wonder at the light in which they stand.
Fascinating guitar work. That was wonderful guitar work. The song I thought was very interesting. This is the second one today that I've had. Excuse me. This is the second one today that I've had where the singer walks up the scale, like each note is one step higher than the previous note. That's fascinating. I don't think I've ever heard that before. But it's an interesting way to do melodies. It kind of builds to a crescendo and then gets released when he drops back down. Very fascinating. I don't know who these people are, Wishbone Ash, but they really have good guitar work. It's excellent. And that was very enjoyable. I always enjoy good guitar, no matter what the song is. Let's see. My next request is, okay, I gotta separate these words. Balthazar's. Can you react to I Really Want to Stay at Your House from the anime Cyberpunk? Okay. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. That has to go here. All right. Okay. Oh, this is Netflix. So the chances are excellent it'll get blocked. But that's okay. We can do it now. So this is Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I Really Want to Stay at Your House by Rosa Walton. Excuse me.
I couldn't wait for you to come and clear the cupboard, but now you're gone and leaving nothing but a sign. Another evening I'll be sitting reading in between your lines, because I miss you all the time. So get away, another way to feel what you did all yourself to know, and let yourself go. You know you did lose your self-control. There's snow under the rainbow. Turn away, another way to be where you did all yourself to go.
Well, I guess Netflix is going all in on the anime stuff. That's the second one I've seen just recently. There were a number of things in that performance that I noticed. One was the when they were on, I assume it was the moon or some planet. There was a guy who had a helmet on with a face mask, you know, the kind that covers the whole face, and you could see right through it, which I thought was kind of odd. And then there was the scene where she was, on top of the gurney, and somehow that thing was being propelled without a motor, and he was laying on the gurney with the mask on, and you couldn't tell from her expression whether she was mad at him or she was desperately trying to save him, which I thought was very interesting. The song itself was interesting as well because it had a I don't know what you call it, but it had a unique sound at various places where the voice was masked, I guess you could say. And can't think of a word. I was going to say gravelly, but it's not really gravelly. It's electronically distorted. How's that? And so it made it very interesting how it kept switching back and forth between those two. Got enough of my interest that I would might look up the show and see what it's about. Excuse me. My next request is a URL again. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's we've already done. Okay. That's the I really want to stay at your house. Wait. Did I? Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. So that was all his request, and he gave me the URL, and I didn't realize it. Okay. TTT Resident, you asked for the Jethro Tull song, so now I have another request from you, which I'm gonna not react to that because I don't want to. I want to make sure I get as many people's requests in as I possibly can. You asked me to react. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, what was this? Let me just see what it is. Maybe it's the same thing all over again. No, it's something else. Okay. It's Traffic Medicated Goo. Okay, maybe we can get that next week, huh? We'll see. But the next one I have is Awagawa. Awagawa. Hey, Paul, here's my request for today. Hope you like it. Okay. And this is a URL. So, okay. No ad on this one. This is Mike Wizgowski. Nothing can be explained. Okay, that the voice was so distorted it was really hard to understand. Something about pain and wanting to dance on the grave of something. I don't know what. I know they do this for the art, but I'm going to have to go look up the lyrics to know what the song is about. Excuse me. And I always find that a little bit irritating because I shouldn't have to do that. But I understand, he's trying to achieve a certain effect when he's singing. And so that's the reason why he uses that distorted voice. But it does make it really hard to understand the words. And the auto subtitles made a valiant effort at it and got parts of it, but it was struggling at times. The song itself was kind of ethereal and otherworldly, and maybe that's what he was trying to convey. Just interesting. Excuse me. I don't know if I'd put this on my playlist or not. Probably not. Okay. My next request is ProGamer32 says, do Fall Out Boy. We Didn't Start the Fire. Lyrics by Motion Lyrics. Okay. Excuse me. Here we go. Of course, we have to sit through an ad. All right. So, this is Fall Out Boy, We Didn't Start the Fire, and it's the lyrics. This is a good song. I like this song. See, that song has all the elements of a great song. It's got a good beat. It's got a good melody. It's got good lyrics. Everything about it is good, and that's what makes it a great song. It's just fantastic and true. Yeah, we didn't start the fire. It's been going on since the world began. And that's because of the devil. And that fire will continue until the devil is consumed in it. In the meantime, we just have to kind of hold on and not focus on all those things that they sang about, but focus on God. That's how you overcome that stuff. And you know, it's easy to get caught up in all that stuff and just get to the point where you go, what's the use? I can't fight it anymore, and give up. But what does it have to do with you? You know? You can live your life apart from all that crap if you just get born again and spend it with God. And then all that stuff is like, yeah, whatever. And it doesn't affect you personally, mentally. That's what I'm talking about, is your mental frame of mind. You get, excuse me, you get so worked up with all these things that you have zero control over that you completely lose sight of what's important. And this song, I think the lyrics of the song make it very clear. All those different things they mentioned, you have no control over any of that. Excuse me. What do you have to do with Michael Jordan, for example? Or Burj Khalifa? Or, you know, Bush v. Gore. All that stuff, you have no control over it. And so just don't allow it to get into your head. I mean, it's nothing wrong with being aware of it, being, you know, staying. I try to stay up with current events and understand what's going on in the world. For example, I found out yesterday that, or was it the day before? I think it was yesterday, that Bush, excuse me, Trump sent troops to Venezuela, and they arrested Maduro and his wife and his son and brought them to New York to prosecute them. And there's this huge battle raging right now about whether it's legal or not, whether or not he has the power to do it as president, so forth and so on. And you can get wrapped up in that stuff to where your mind is just totally consumed by it. And it has nothing to do with you. I don't mean that. I mean, you know, everything has to do with you, okay? It all impacts you in some way. But the point I'm trying to make is it has nothing to do with your state of mind. If that's what you focus on, then your state of mind will be turmoil and upsetness. I mean, I don't know if what Trump did was legal or not, but I know God loves me, and that's what I focus on. And if you focus on that, then all this other stuff will just become background noise, because there's a much greater truth in the world, and that is that the fire's been going on since the beginning and will go on and on and on long after we're gone until Christ returns and it all gets settled. And so, what are you going to do about it? Excuse me. What are you going to do about it? This is in God's hands, not yours. God has to solve that problem. So, just my thoughts. Okay, we got another request from OG Papa Smurf. So again, we're not going to do, I'm going to try not to do multiple requests from people, because there's so many of you asking that I'm trying to get to as many of you as possible. The Moon and My Sea says, can you do The Grouch and Eli, I guess that's Eli, All In lyrics version? Oh, man. Okay. Papa Smurf asked for react to Gordon Ramsay versus Julia Child, epic rap battles of history. I'd love to do that one, but I've already done one for you. I did Steppin' Out, so let me see. The Grouch and Eli all in lyrics. Okay, here we go. Come on now. What? All right, we got to go through the ads. Oh, 2 ads. Whoopee. Okay. All right, before we do this, let me just take a peek at the chat and see what's going on over there. I wish there were a way for me to watch this. Okay. Can you repost the video on Rumble if a video gets blocked? Well, I can, but it will get blocked on Rumble as well eventually. Rumble's just not as fast as YouTube. Now, what I could do is here's the process that I go through. When I finish the stream, Rumble will start processing it. It takes them a little while. When they finish, that video goes private. Then I download it, I upload it to YouTube, and of course YouTube instantaneously tells me which songs are blocked for copyright. So then I edit the video to remove all the blocked songs. Now what I could do is, and then I upload that to YouTube, and that's the final version that you get to see. What I could do is upload that also to Rumble, because since the copyrighted songs would be removed, I wouldn't get blocked or kicked off of Rumble as well. It's a pain. It's a real pain, but you know, copyright is what it is. Some people want to claim it, and I have no control over that. So yeah, I could re-upload it to Rumble, but it would not have the songs that are blocked. So if you want me to do that, tell me, and I'll put it in both places. I've just been putting it on YouTube because that's where the bulk of my followers are. But I can upload it to Rumble and put it there as well if you want me to. Okay, where are we? The Grouch and Eli, E-L-I-G-H, all in. And it says lyrics by HD Lyric. Hope they do a good job.
To me it seems you've lost your steam, it seems you've lost it. Demons haunt your thinking, freedom gone and all exhausted, dreaming dreams of fortune. All your deeds are all impromptu, not in sync with laws and warnings never heeded. Why you block them, marching for them, choosing what to keep and leave consistently. You're falling, all or nothing, please, I'll tweak it out. I think I'm onto something now. You're beat to pieces, and the parts are busted. All your greatest thinking got you sinking in the rotten gutter. Now it's nothing left but everything to gain, no options. So you walk the narrow steps to the domains that have been calling. Soldier, all of the resistance kept you out from what is with it. If you follow it, it rises from inside you, up and over, all in.
Spend half my life on a search for nothing. I came up with something, it's on again. I found myself by the river and jumped in. It's all or nothing, gotta be all in. Be all in, gotta be all in. Be all in, yeah, it's all or nothing. Be all in, gotta be all in. Be all in, yeah, it's all or nothing.
To make me feel right, give me wealth and real life, and then mix it together like popcorn and butter ride. Over the top of Tio, sitting, I talk to Rio, listening to music like that old in the city griots. Pretty females all in my life, yup, that's how it had to be. So now I call on my wife, give me my order organic. I need my border Hispanic. I mean, I love it in Cali, but out in Maui it's wowie. So somebody get me a ticket, no need for packing a biscuit. I want more laughing and giggling, need more passion and wisdom. Give some and take some, I don't want no fake ones. If I need new friends, then I'll make some.
Spend half my life on a search for nothing. I came up with something, it's on again. I found myself by the river and jumped in. It's all or nothing, gotta be all in. Be all in, gotta be all in. Be all in, yeah, it's all or nothing. Be all in, gotta be all in. Be all in, yeah, it's all or nothing.
Hands up high when I step on stage. Got to my side, microphone on blaze. Wanna be on point, brand new white shoes. Need to be in the cut cause I paid my dues. Need to hear good news, wanna make moves. Need to make music if I wanna eat food. Need to make a meeting if I wanna stay clean. Don't wanna be a dope fiend, keeping that beam up on the back of my neck. When I trek with a team on the road that be acting a wreck. Need a book full of hope and a bag full of tools. Combat the demons that sleep in my shoes. Need a pad and a pen to release all the pain. At it again, playing the game, not staying the same. Changing the patterns of thought of the man, cause I'm all in the game. All in, all in, all in.
It's all or nothing, baby. It's never ever maybe. You think I might be crazy, but I gotta be all in. It's all or nothing, baby. It's never ever maybe. You think I might be crazy, but I gotta be all in.
It's all or nothing, baby. It's never ever maybe. You think I might be crazy, but I gotta be all in. It's all or nothing, baby. It's never ever maybe. You think I might be crazy, but I gotta be all in. Spend half my life on a search for nothing. I came up with something, it's on again. I found myself by the river and jumped in. It's all or nothing, gotta be all in. Be all in, gotta be all in. Be all in, yeah, it's all or nothing. Be all in, gotta be all in. Be all in, yeah, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. All in, gotta be all in. All in, yeah, it's all or nothing.
Now that's an interesting song. What I thought of was there's a story in Kings, I think it's 2 Kings, where a city was besieged and they had gotten to the point where they were eating their children. That's how hungry they were. And there was 4 beggars. They were sitting outside the city wall. And at some point, they got so desperate for food that they said, "Why sit we here until we die? If we go inside the city, we die. If we sit here, we die. If we go to the camp of the Syrians, at least they might feed us." Excuse me. And the worst thing that could happen is they'll kill us and we die. So there are sometimes there are points in life where you get to the point where you're sort of out of options, and so you have to choose the least worst option, and that's what they did. And they go to the Syrian camp, and guess what? They're all gone. God chased them away. And the people inside the city are not aware of that, so they're still in there starving and completely unaware that they could walk out and be free. And the lesson of that is so great because it's like you can't see into the future. And so what you do is you make up what you think the future will be. And our minds tend to make it up in such a way that it's daunting and it's scary and it's unachievable, and so we don't do it. But why sit we here until we die? Let's go out. Excuse me. And like the song says, it's all or nothing. You know? Get up, get moving, get something done, pursue your dream, and don't quit. And guess what will happen? You will reach it because you never quit. That's the lesson. That's the lesson of this song. That's the lesson of that story in Kings. It's, you never know when salvation is right around the corner until you walk out and go around the corner. Don't let fear hold you back. That's a great song. That really is. My next request is Mr. Kevy. Okay, please react to Life Will Change from the video game Persona 5, and he gave me the link. So here we go. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, this is Persona 5, Life Will Change. And do we have subtitles? We do. They're auto-generated, though, so they might not be any good.
It's not a game. I'm not a robot. AI challenging
That was a great song, very peppy, and a great message too. You know, if you make up your mind you're going to do something, no one can stop you. But you have to be made up 100%. You can't be wishy-washy. You can't be hesitant. You can't be questioning yourself. You have to decide, yep, I'm going to do this, and nothing's going to stop me. And then you just start and you keep going. And when you come out the other end, you'll be victorious. That's a great message. I love the bass in this one. Thought the bass was really good. Enjoyed that a lot. And it had a good melody to it too. I like the melody as well. Let's see. Yeah, I got another request from Programmer 52, but as I've said before, I don't want to do duplicates for the same person. So, okay, I'm not quite sure where to start on this one. Okay. Peak Enjoyer writes, Hatsune Miku, excuse me, is a Vocaloid software voice bank developed by Krypton Future Media. Mika's personification has been marketed as a virtual idol. And this is the song for them, okay? See, we got about 5 minutes left. Okay. I think I have done Hatsune Miku before. Matter of fact, I'm sure I have. So, excuse me, that voice is not new to me. Here we go. Oh, wait. This is Miku by Anamaguchi. Okay.
You can call me Miku. Prepare, prepare, hiding in your eyes, wide open secrets. Anyone can find me. Your music coming through my mind. I'm thinking Miku, Miku. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, Miku. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, Miku. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, Miku. I'm on top of the world because of you. All I wanted to do is follow you. I'll keep singing along to all of you. I'll keep singing along. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, Miku. 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 What's it like to be you? 2020, looking in the rearview. Make me feel like Superman. You can do anything you want. I'm on top of the world because of you. I do nothing that they could never do. I'll keep playing around with all of you. I'll keep playing around. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, Miku. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, Miku. I'm thinking Miku, Miku,
That's really something, isn't it? I mean, you got a song that includes a mention of Wi-Fi and AI. It's thoroughly modern, and it's not even a living human being singing. I'm sure we'll see more of that. Well, we are seeing more of that with all the AI stuff that's going on. But you just always have to keep in mind, those aren't living beings, and we are. And we have to live our lives for God. Well, I thought about doing one more. Let me see what I got on my list. I got another one from Parpa Smith, so I can't do him. Simple Disc asks, react to As You Like It by Eve. Okay, let's see if we can find that. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we're going to do one more. We'll be over a little bit, but that's okay. I'll forgive myself. This is As You Like It by Eve. And let's see if we have subtitles. Let's see. Yeah, we do. Hey, we got actual subtitles. Okay. There we go.
あんな思い出に泣いたのは今日で終わりにしないか One two の合図を待って You and me 手を取り合ったのは僕の勇気あるコールドフェイス立ち止まんないでいいんだからねそらそらしいなこの人生できないだなんて言わないでね言わないでね今さらなんて言わないでね僕ら今さわになって回り始めるだんだん嫌になってでも好きになるねんねわかんないや自分会議もどんどん急によってでも離れてくパッパッとに乗って踊り始める散々嫌になってでも好きになるねんねこの先もずっと僕の心をシェイクシェイクイェイ大正解なんてないのさじゃあ一体どこに向かえば物語は終わりますか One two の合図を待って You and me 手が触れ合ったのは僕の勇気あるコールドフェイスかしこまったって意味ないんだって恥ずかしがって目にバイバイですずっとよろしくねよろしくね君と今さっさ交わって目をそらし合うだんだん嫌になってでも好きになるねんねわかんないや自分会議もどんどん様になって崩れ落ちてくパンパンフレーム前に消えてしまうの散々嫌になってでも好きになるねんねわかんないやこの先もずっと分かり合う今さらなんて言わないでね僕ら今さっさわになって回り始めるだんだん嫌になってでも好きになるねんねわかんないや自分会議もどんどん急によってでも離れてくパッパッとによって踊り始める散々嫌になってでも好きになるね
Imagine choosing from 100 plus.
Wow. Okay. Thinking of yourself as being multiple beings and trying to get them all to fit together. That's kind of an interesting approach. Like a split personality. I guess they call it multiples now. I don't know. But anyway, usually that's caused by massive amounts of trauma in childhood. Interesting to think about that. That was an interesting song. It's like I come to hate it bit by bit, but I come to love it. In other words, I'm not quite sure what I want. I'm sort of confused. And I'm not sure what the future holds. Interesting stuff. Well, let me peek at the chat real quick one last time and see what y'all are up to. Yes, you're right. There's always next week. Just make sure you come right away because let me show you. Let's see. Well, darn it. They don't have timestamps. Excuse me. They don't have timestamps on these requests, but they come in fast. When I turn on the chat, they just start pouring in. So make sure you get here early and get your request in right away. That way I'll get, excuse me, that way I'll be able to get to it. And I'm sorry I didn't this time, but we will. Just keep coming and eventually you'll get it. As I mentioned at the beginning, when I close this stream out, which I'll do in a few minutes, Rumble will start processing it. That will take them a while. Usually at least an hour or more. And once they're done processing it, it goes private. Then I download it, upload it to YouTube, wait for them to process it so they can tell me which songs are copyrighted. Then I edit the file to remove the copyrighted songs. And I also, like you saw a couple times, I let ads slip in there. I take those out as well. And then once I'm done editing it, I'll re-upload it to YouTube. And then I create the index so that you can know where the stuff is, which, where the songs are in the video, because it's going to be over 2.5 hours long. And let me know in the chat or in comments if you would like me to keep these or upload these back to YouTube, to Rumble, once I've processed them. Because I'll be glad to do that. I've not been doing that simply because it's a duplicative effort. But I don't have a problem with doing it if you would like me to do that. But I can't just make the Rumble video public because at some point in time Rumble will tell me to take it down, or they'll give me a copyright strike and I'll lose my account. So it is what it is. I want to thank every single one of you for coming to my show today. I appreciate it so much. I'm so very thankful that you're willing to take the time out of your day to do this. And I'm amazed by the number of people that come. I really am. And I pray that God watches over you and keeps you strong and healthy and blesses you with his peace and his love. And most of all, puts his arms around you and keeps you safe from harm. I pray for this for you and for every single person that you care about. So until tomorrow, when we go back to the regular programming, this is the Vietnam Era Vet signing off.